NFTs give you the ability to claim ownership of physical assets such as your house or your car in the digital world. For the next few minutes, I am going to describe what an NFT is in a simple way, and then we are going to explore some of the best ways NFTs can benefit you. Hey guys, my name is Vasilis and I make crypto educational videos. If you like the content, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. In short, an NFT is a non-fungible token, a type of blockchain token that acts as a certificate of ownership for a particular item. Imagine you visit a car showroom and you want to buy your first car. You sign the documents, you pay the money, and finally the seller hands you the paper that prove that you are the legal owner of the car. And that exact process happens for everything around us. We buy something, whether that's a watch or a pair of sunglasses or even a digital image. But that is not enough to prevent someone from claiming it as theirs. That's why we need a certificate of ownership in the digital world. That's why we need NFTs. At present, NFTs are often art. However, this technology can be used in various applications, such as video game items, direct-to-artist sales, and creating digitalized versions of physical assets. As these NFTs cannot be reproduced and their authenticity is verifiable by default, these items can then be sold on the blockchain and converted into your currency of choice. This is similar to buying and selling something to the open market in the physical world. But let's start at the beginning. What does non-fungible mean? And where did this new asset class come from? Fungibility is the ability for an object to be traded for another of the same value. For example, a single US dollar can be traded for any other US dollar and would be worth equal value. Alternatively, a diamond is non-fungible, as each diamond has different characteristics, such as quality, cut, size, shine, etc. Due to these unique characteristics, it is impossible to trade for a diamond identical to yours. Similarly, due to their unique identifier and being permanently logged on a blockchain, NFTs are non-fungible, because there will only ever be one copy of that exact NFT that cannot be traded for another identical copy. Imagine NFTs as collectible cards in the real world. Factors like the number of cards produced, the number of the individual card, and the edition can dictate how valuable each card is relative to all the rest. Even if the price matches, like diamonds, their characteristics are still slightly different. This means they are non-fungible, and one NFT is not always worth the same as another one. An easier example of this might be Pokemon cards. There is a reason why a first edition shiny Charizard is worth more than a 25th edition non-shiny Charizard. So what gives NFTs their value? Currently, NFTs are treated more like high-end art than Pokemon cards, and their value comes from whatever someone is willing to pay for it. Although as the asset class ages, expect advanced NFTs, such as reward NFTs. These are NFTs that have tokens attached to them, so their overall value also depends on the value of the token. Which leads us to our next question. What else could this technology be used for? How about digital collections? For most of us, limited physical space in the real world is a real problem. It would be convenient if I could convert all the series, comics, and collectibles I couldn't buy as I had no available space with a digital copy. A digital copy that comes with permanent, provable, and irremovable ownership that I could access and enjoy anytime. Unlike traditional platforms like it, where media can disappear if licensing agreements end or international sanctions are imposed. Sure, NFTs will not replace your favorite physical items, but they could replace many of the things you want to buy but don't have room for. Plus, as it backed by a blockchain running on many computers worldwide, it cannot be lost, damaged, stolen, etc. Another often talked about use case is within gaming. Anyone who has played a video game has likely seen a cosmetic item, meaning one that doesn't affect gameplay, being sold for money. You don't need the blockchain to release 1,000 copies of a special item, number them, and then let the players sell them on a marketplace for real money. But what you do need the blockchain for is the prevention of item hacking. When an item is backed by an NFT, if someone discovers your in-game passwords, logs into your account, and tries to sell or give away your items, they would be unable to do so as they only have access to the in-game file. This is because they do not have the actual NFT, which is kept in your crypto wallet. So unless they have access to your crypto wallet too, your valuables are safe. Unlike if you are hacked in a typical game where it's simply game over for you and your items. Then how about just a permanent copy of a purchase? No one likes to keep receipts, but they are needed if anything goes wrong, especially if they are for something significant, like the deeds to your house. Keeping these receipts in a digital format would be more convenient as they couldn't be lost, damaged, or stolen. But why stop with receipts? You could apply this logic to important documents like birth certificates, passports, or any document you want a permanent copy of that you can access at any time. Finally, what about directly supporting artists? In a perfect world, artists would sell directly to their fans and keep all the money. Of course, this is not how it happens, as money is always taken before it reaches the artists themselves. At the moment, it is often expressed as a piece of art, but it could also easily be an album, movie, or access pass to an event, club, or community. By selling these directly to their fans, the artists get the higher possible share of the revenue and the fans receive a permanent copy to keep that can never be damaged, stolen, broken, or denied access to. So, in conclusion, what is an NFT? In short, an NFT is just data secured by a blockchain that isn't the same as any other bit of data. This could be expressed as art, video game items, digital collectibles, and important documents like your identity card through to a boring contract or document. The benefits are its provable ownership, irremovable access, and permanent storage for the users, while it offers an alternative model for generating revenue for creatives. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, click this one.